Hello, can you hear me? Oh, it's gonna be a positive night. I'm telling you right now. Haven't used the microphone in a month and it just goes to hell. Probably can't even hear me right now, but that's okay. Hit the like button while the intro plays. There we go.
Woo boy. Not only did that happen, but now he's just gone. Maybe it's a good thing that we're doing what we're doing tonight. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe this is for the best, Nick. I mean, we had what, 3, 4 good years
A
where we were
thousand
just
videos.
doing what we were doing and it was working and I don't know, man, it seems not to be working anymore. The microphones, the cameras, nothing's working. I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I do have a great tan line though. Nice
Okay.
and tan. For what that's worth.
Huh, maybe.
Look, and my hair looks all nice and full.
Look at you.
Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely a miracle.
One expensive miracle.
Heyo.
Did the plugs hurt?
Spoiler alert, that's where we've been. Nick's been getting hair plugs, and now we're back. We were almost at 1 million views. You believe that?
Really?
Yep.
Dang. 1 million views.
Almost 913 videos and almost 1 million views.
I looked tan a couple weeks ago, Josh.
Josh is always tan, especially in that belly region.
Yeah.
Yo, I bought a comic book. I haven't bought it yet.
What?
Well, technically, I was supposed to get it on the way back from Rosemary Beach. However, my daughter had to pee like 5 too many times, and we got back in, walked back in at 5:30.
Where's the book coming from?
Josh.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
You didn't know that. My bad.
No, I was like, wait a second, like you didn't even buy it? I'm thinking it's on eBay or something. I don't know.
No, I don't buy books on eBay. I'm not an
Well,
eBay
I don't know.
guy.
All you ever talk about is how you're not buying them because they're cheaper on eBay. So I thought maybe you bought one on eBay because they're cheaper there, right?
No, Josh had one come back. It was looking clean, right in my price range, well, grade range, which ergo price range or what I
Oh, okay.
want to, open a spin. And look, I redid back here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Woo. You
Got all
got
the slabs.
heavy close up on that zit.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
You growing a horn?
Oh no. Oh no.
What, you
So
got some suitcases behind you there?
no, those are the old
You guys will have to
bookcases
forgive us. We have not spoken probably almost 2 months,
outside
so
of text messages.
which has been like 4 or 5 in the past month.
Hey, all I'm saying is Dustin has one hell of a comic book chiropractor logo.
Wow. Wow. We'll get into that. We'll get into that stuff too, because I know, you know. But what was I about to? I was about to say something, and I can't remember what it was now.
Um, the shelf here, those are the bookcases that were over there.
Right. Okay. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what that was.
You're talking about books from Josh, man. I fixing to send him an invoice because his books are done and ready to go to be graded.
Oh, I was about to say they're already graded.
No, they're ready to go be graded.
What are we thinking, or do you want to not say it out loud?
Um, I'd have to look at my notes. They're on my iPad in the other room. So
What
I was happy with them though.
what kind of comic book presser are you? Don't even know
Um,
off the top of your head what the notes are.
one that's working enough books in a week that I can't remember the estimated grades for all of them.
So, in your wildest dream, would you have ever expected pressing comic books would have turned into what it is?
No, honestly, it's crazy because you were the one that was about it for so long. Like that was your thing you wanted to get into for so long. Like every year since we started this, you were the one that was your goal every year.
Yeah, because I
And
kept seeing Reggie Collects do it,
Mhm.
You know, Reggie is like was one of the originals I started watching
Mhm.
back when I was washing baby bottles 5 years ago, 4 years ago now. And I'd watch all his stuff and he started pressing. I'm like, man, I could do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could do it. But then you really dig into it and you're like, t-shirt presses, not really the way
Yeah.
to go. And then you're
Right.
like, oh, these presses are $300-$400 a piece. Time,
Yeah.
tape, space.
And you know, it's what you said is right to an extent. I mean, anyone can do it, but it's just at what level? You know, I mean, and that's not me trying to sound braggadocious at all, but and you know, I mean, I give all my credit for what I can do to the man that taught me how to, you know, gave
Yeah.
me some knowledge. He came over here, he spent like 2 hours with me, showed me a few things. I took that, built on it, and ran with it. And now, you know, I'm doing okay. You know,
You're doing better than okay.
I
I mean, I
I've I can't think of any book that I've felt like I didn't improve and was happy with it anyway. I haven't been happy with the turnout on every single book, but for the most part, I'd say I feel like 95% of the books that I've put my hands on, I've been extremely pleased with.
yeah.
5% of those are Jason the Southern Comic Geeks freaking Hulk 2. I want that book back in my hands. I want another go at that bastard. Like
Well,
I've considered telling Jason, I will pay all the fees to have it regraded, and I will not charge you for any of the work to go at it again on that book because I think they're full of crap. There's no way that that book is a worse looking book than when I sent it in. And you can see that just by looking at the before and after pictures I took of it. I mean, it's
yeah.
a world's difference.
Well, like I told a lot of people when we were in North Carolina for Heroes Con, and I mentioned it to Josh and Alan and some other people. I said, and I think I've told you this before, but like removing the idea that I'm your brother, right? Because I am sure I'm your brother, but I'm also pretty straightforward asshole kind of guy. Let's be honest. Um, y'all just don't see it. Anywho's, um, but you've tried
We're
to,
gonna get into the to
yeah,
the
we'll get
to
it.
what
Yeah.
you guys came here for, but sorry if anybody's not wanting to hear us catch up and chat for a minute.
Yeah, but so the whole pressing comic book thing, right? Because you've done so many different things where it's been you've done well at all of them, but none of them have kind of taken off,
Yeah.
right? Where you put all of your
My
heart,
my
soul, love,
hustle
and
is
attention into
yeah.
something and dedication and teaching yourself. And I'm like, if there's one guy that I like fully believe that could do anything, it's you because you're willing to do that and spend that time and effort. And if you just get that not stroke of luck, but at the end of the day, like that one opportunity to kind of prove
Yeah.
it. And with comic books, I mean, no, I don't not I don't want to say right place at the right time, but meeting Jeff, right? And then that really
Shh, we don't say his
boot
name.
well, meeting who shall not be named, and then that boosting your confidence, piquing your interest, and then you
Yeah.
went all in. I mean, within what a few months you had 4 presses, an entire room dedicated to it,
Yep.
reading books, which you don't do, you know, all these things. I'm like, if there's one guy that's gonna be successful at this, and we have the platform with YouTube for you to be able to put it out there, right? So that was a really good precursor. But you, even with all of those really great things lined up, you still have to be good at what you were doing, and you've been excellent, right? So I mean, there's nobody I would trust to handle these books like you. And it's pretty obvious with the people sending you the quality of books and the cost of books. I mean, you basically hit it all except for an AF-15 and a Superman 1 and that shit at this point, right? So, I mean, you've worked on thousands of dollar books.
I'd love to take a shot at
Yeah.
an FF5. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
So,
If
but
only I
again,
knew someone that had one that had a shot at improving. I
yeah,
gotta find somebody that has one.
yeah. But again, there's like between your love of the hobby, your ridiculous obsessions that you not ridiculous. Let me rephrase that. It's not ridiculous, but just your obsessive nature with things, I
Yeah.
guess is a better way of putting it. You combine your love of the hobby. I mean, literally, from the first time you bought a comic book until today, every time we have a conversation, at some point a comic book's being brought up. It could be, "Hey, did you see Jesus Christ came back? Yeah, I bet you he's gonna love this comic book," or some shit. You know, like that's
Or
the level.
I'd just kind of barely be listening to that conversation because I'm looking at something on my phone that has to do with a book.
Dude,
So,
sickness. What were we doing? They were up visiting, I don't even remember
oh,
what.
we had just gotten back from Huntsville. We had
Yeah,
been filming all day at a Comic Con. It was like 11 o'clock at night. We're playing cards, and me, him, and our wives are playing cards, and I'm watching a comic book auction on one phone. Then I take my wife's phone so I can pull up GPA on that one,
yeah.
and I'm also searching eBay all at the same time. And he just like he, it's like at that point is when it hit him. He's like, dude, he's like,
It's a
you might have
disease.
a problem.
Yeah,
You have like a sickening disease here.
it is I'm dead serious, guys. So, but again, with the chiropractor, the comic book pressing thing, I mean, between your commitment to things, your obsession with finding a way to hustle, and then
Yeah.
just being outright good at it. I mean, you've been so dead accurate on grades. Like, I thought I could, maybe understand, but there's a whole technical side of it, of understanding how they grade, when,
Yeah.
what. It's truly mind blowing. Within a year, you're not even at a year, are you? Or you're pretty close?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah, just what you've been able to
Yeah, I
build.
pressed my first book probably right at a year ago,
Yeah, so
which was
that's
an
wild.
Ultimate Fallout 4 first print
Yeah,
that I took from
so
a 8.5 to a 9.6.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was
it's
pretty
wild.
impressed on that, dude.
Yeah,
I was pretty jacked about that one.
yeah, but
And my
now, I
sec
mean, you have.
I had that one, and then that, the, first appearance of Gwen Stacy that I bought at Huntsville last year. I
Mhm,
took both of those, and those were my first 2 books I pressed.
it's wild,
Some
man.
people start out with dollar books, and my thought process was, "You know what? I'm not gonna take it as seriously as I need to if I start out with dollar books. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my books that I put my money into that cost money and force myself to get it right, or hey, you're out of pocket, a couple $1,000."
It's
So a
wild,
lot of
man.
people think that's crazy, and the people I've told it to are just like, nah, bro, you're supposed to run through, and I've talked to I've seen in like pressing and cleaning groups where they're like, you need to do, 150 or 200, dollar bin books before you start working on, real books and this, that, and the other. And I'm just
Hey,
like,
some
look,
people maybe,
man,
but
you got I, I'm a jump in the middle of it person. I'm turning 34 years old this year. I don't have time
you
for
are, dude. We're both getting old.
150,
F
200,
this.
books. And by now I've probably pressed and cleaned over, Jesus, I'd have to count. It's got to be upwards of 500 books. It's got to be at least that in this past year. I mean, I know I've probably pressed almost 200 just for Russell Who Dat Comics. So, I mean, I may not have done the 150 or $200 books that don't matter, but I've done double that in books that do matter. And hey, haven't had any issues. So
Nope. Other than one cat on your own personal book, but
yeah,
that's a
yep,
story we will
I did
not
have
be talking
I did
about.
have that happen. Trip, my cat was sitting right behind me when I was taking a book to the press, and I stepped on the Joker. It freaked out. I freaked out. My Jetsons one that I had just bought went straight up in the air, and I tried to catch it, and I didn't catch it in time. And then one of the staples completely ripped, undetachable, and I couldn't redetach it because of the tear. But anyway, all right. So we got some people hanging out. Let's say hello to the people now that you and I have caught up for a little bit. I've
Oh,
been
but
home for all of 35, 40 minutes maybe.
yeah, I've been
I'm still
hanging.
wearing work pants and everything. I changed my shirt and hat to look pretty, and that was it.
Oh, that's the same way. I got caulking all over my shorts. I've been hanging crown molding in
That's
Sky's
the only
library.
caulking in your shorts.
Yeah.
Hello! I'm gonna get me one of those sound machine things like DJ's got.
I got a,
I need one.
what do you call it? I got one of
Dun, dun,
the
dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
dun. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
First guy in the chat, Shop for Comics. Big shout out to this guy, man. Let me tell you what. So, if you guys don't follow Shop for Comics, he's got a YouTube channel, and you get the link to that by going to his Instagram, which is where I'd like to direct you to go for sure, because he is one of my favorite artists in the comic book community right now. I love his art style, the very comic-y and cartoony look. It's something that I've been looking for to help with a new logo for Two Brothers Comics. And he has done different pieces of art, turning different people on YouTube and on Instagram, and a lot of people you guys watch and know into superheroes or
We accept them, one of us. Google Gobble, one of us. We accept them, one of us. Google Gobble.
how we still have members at this point, I don't know. I have been voting for just canceling the membership program until further notice, but we'll see what happens with that.
Possible.
But yeah, Shop for Comics. So he's been doing some great art. So I reached out to him, and he's definitely been awesome and helping us out with putting together a new logo. So guys, make sure you go check out Shop for Comics, man. He's doing some cool stuff.
Yep.
We got Mark hanging out. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well.
Mark
Cannot
ruined
wait
my
to
whole
see.
life.
Man, I can't wait to see what the grades come back on the books that I did for Mark. There's one in there that man, it was one of those when he gave me the story of what the book was, I was like, oh wow, yeah, don't put any pressure on me or anything. This isn't, don't make me feel like yeah, if you screw this one up, you probably ruined someone's life. So but no, it came out great. So I'm excited to see how those do. Alan celebrating 25 months of membership. Hopefully future what?
Involves 24 hours at Haven. 24.
Oh, okay.
So remember, around your birthday, we're going to do the 24 hours in a comic
Mm.
shop. I feel like there was something else we were going to do. Well, that's the only video we have to look forward to, guys. Good
Yep.
night.
Comic Man Andy, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Good to see you hanging out. I had a good one I did for Andy recently. Popped was it? I think it was a 9.0 Kanto. I got it doing 9.6 for him, so that was awesome. DJ, what's going on, dude? If you guys have not seen the new exclusive that DJ and Tyler and Mark and Nick and Remy, is that it? Is that all of them?
I thought it was sold out.
Oh, is it already?
Yeah, a DJ said sold out on his thing.
Damn.
Yeah, because I came back from the beach, and the first post I saw was
Okay.
3 days ago. DJ Link saying sold out.
I've been so freaking out of it the past 2 weeks. They put another job site on me, so now I've got 2 30+ story buildings that I'm having to work by myself. And
Yeah, because I was like, damn, for Austin. I mean, that's a beautiful Austin LeMay cover.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I definitely would have bought that, but
yeah,
I just wasn't on
hey,
Instagram.
they'll be on eBay. I'm grabbing one. I don't give a damn how much it costs.
It was beautiful, though. I mean, seriously, Austin. I don't know if he's watching or whatever, but like,
Yeah, he killed it. I was definitely jelly.
yeah,
I hate that we didn't get to be the first ones to put him on a cover like we were trying to. I was talking to DJ about that. I was like, we were trying hard, but the guys that we were doing the exclusive with, they wanted to go another way, and they were not coming off of it. So,
yeah, we really got roped into that one, didn't we?
but yeah. We got Josh Olive, owner of Haven Comics there in Huntsville, Alabama. What's going on, dude? Dale Suspense, what's up? Formerly Ironclad, the comic dad. I think I like that name better. I don't know. Dale Suspense is pretty cool, though. I like to play on words. What's up, Jason? How are you doing, man? Haven't talked to Jason in a while, man. I don't think I talked to Jason since Huntsville. Chris Barrett, what's up? What is up, Bleeker? Oh, we're not drama queens. What are you talking about, dude? Save the drama for your mama. You know what I'm saying? 007. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Dustin Ruff, what's up, bud? I don't know if you're still watching Million Milestone Giveaway, right? You gonna be, if you're still watching, Dustin, you gonna be at the show Saturday, man? I'm ready to roll, man. Ready to roll.
What show?
FarleyCon, dude. East Ridge, Tennessee. You should come.
I don't know where that is.
It's really, really, really close to Chattanooga.
Well, depending on which side, that's not terribly far away.
We're all just going Saturday. That's all.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a really good show for comics. So aggressively relaxing. What's up, buddy? Enjoyed the crap out of hanging out with this guy at Heroes Comic Con. Super cool guy, man. That was awesome. Kyle, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Hoarders High, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Did we get everybody? Liz Barnes, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Adam, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. You still need to come get this Star Wars, dude. Hair is okay. Mustache is meh. Chicago Schulte, what's going on? How are you?
The mustache isn't that bad.
Johnny Five Alive, what's up? F this guy. Right in his face.
Who?
Callie.
Oh,
Trinity, what's up, dude? Trinity, I finally got my significant other record, dude. Finally. I just got it set up over there with my Lincoln Park or my Limp Biscuit stage figures, man. So it's pretty cool. Ryan, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Lee, what's up, dude? Lee, when is my episode coming up, man? I feel like
he's got to put some extra
it's taking-
mayonnaise,
like
some
it's
extra
taking
sauce
forever.
on that episode.
I feel like he's taking. I mean, he said I was going to be last. It's like, okay, I get that. What's going on? How are you? Salsa 23, Jay Salsa.
We should mess with him, Whack.
Not sold out. DJ sold out his copy. Okay, cool. So we can still go grab
So who's
ours.
got one? Dustin and I may end up having to go halfsies on one.
What's up, brother? Hope you're
That's
doing
all
well,
that's left.
Lawrence. If you guys aren't watching my man Lawrence, man, I'm telling you guys what, he is killing the game right now. Shop says just got back, putting the littles to bed, finishing a little art project. Awesome, man. Thank you. Once that comes over, Nick's gonna throw a little razzle dazzle on there. Awesome. Those are ours, Legion. Those are ours, bro. We'll get you paid up.
Yeah, Dustin will cut. I'm just kidding.
3 weeks till my episode. Well, I'll be down. So how
No,
many weeks
Whack,
is that Australian? Like 6?
Whack, let's do. Yeah, I'll send you $40, Legion. Just send me the PayPal, or just send us your PayPal, and Dustin and I both send you $40. Cool. Shoot, what was I
I've
about
got
to
his
say? I'm
PayPal
really
here.
happy about that we're not missing
no,
out
I've
on
got his
Austin's, because I was
dad's.
kind of bummed when I saw that post
What's that?
that we were going to miss out on his first exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Cool. That'll go up on the ridge here. That's what we'll call it, the ridge. Whack, let's mess
But
with
you know
Dustin.
what we do have that they can never take away from us? Austin's most loved and valuable print. The idea for that was born right here on this show. They can never take that from us. They can
And I
take
have-
his exclusives from us, but
Cool.
all right. So let's get into this. I don't know how many people we got watching, but we do need you guys' help. So because
We're quitting.
yeah,
It's over. Shit's
we're just
done.
trying to figure out who wants to buy the rights to the Two Brothers Comics name, all of the videos, the subscribe. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Hell no, we ain't going nowhere. But what we are doing is, as you guys noticed, we've been absent for quite a while, and multiple reasons for that. But one thing that we've really been talking back and forth about and wanting to do is kind of give our whole platform a facelift across all boards. You know, we want to change some stuff up. It kind of got to the point where it felt like, and jump in and correct me or whatever, but it kind of felt like it would gotten to the point where all the content we were doing felt really stale. People weren't really digging it, kind of bored with it.
It was basically we were just putting out videos to put out a video to put
Yeah.
out a video. And it wasn't like, I don't know, man, there wasn't much joy, right? Because if you look at the evolution of our content, it started with fun, enjoyable things that really were just stuff we enjoyed. And then, just comic reviews and unboxings and mystery boxes. And that was all fine.
Yeah.
But then we realized we were getting burnt on so much money with like mystery boxes and all this other stuff. And there's only so many topics like how to collect comics can you do over and over and over again, right? And I think then we evolved into kind of just being,
Yeah, for what?
commentary.
Yeah.
where we would make commentary on things like news in the industry, which I actually did enjoy that quite a bit.
Yeah.
But again, it still felt we were just putting out a video like, oh, Donnie Case did this. Let's hurry and do a video
Yeah.
and give some commentary. But like, was it really valuable content? Did people really enjoy it? Like, sure, it got the views, but and then shorts came in and we did that for a little while. And then we're like, no, this is kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Empty creation, right? I mean,
Yeah.
what Dustin and I love doing, then don't let me speak. Let me rephrase what I love doing, especially with the editing and stuff, is really deep content where it takes time, it takes a lot of effort. You
Yeah.
know, like our comic show videos we do, or some of the vlog, like really well thought out content, right?
Yeah.
Versus just, oh, Donnie Cates did this. Let me post a quick video about it. And then
Right. Yeah.
for a while, we're like, well, why don't we try to be how do we want to put it? I don't say
And now
assholes.
that you brought his name up, because I do know
Yeah.
the relationship, whether he knows it or not, between Donnie and I on this channel have always been very rocky. I do want to go on record by saying that I hope like hell Donnie comes back from everything that's going on right now and in the car wreck and everything. And I hope he jumps on fucking Amazing Spider-Man or something like that and revives the shit out of it and just kills the game with it.
Marvel needs Donnie Cates now more
Honestly.
than ever.
Honestly.
It's embarrassing how bad Marvel Comics is getting.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
And
I
that's
know
a
I've sat here and I have, you know, pounded the fist on this guy for 2 years, but I mean, I've always said, while I may not like everything he does or the way he does it, I will never ever, you know, try to say that he's not talented, that he's not the talent as far as comic book writing goes for Marvel. I mean, he's the guy. So definitely hope to see him coming back and really doing something big. So
yeah.
but to get back on track, yeah, I mean, we got to the point where we went almost 2 years. We dropped a video every single day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah. Sometimes multiple times a day.
Yeah. I mean, it was insane. It was to the point where Sundays I was in here recording for a couple of hours and, you know, Nick would go record one video for the week. I don't know.
No, I mean, we had for a while there for a couple years.
Yeah, we
both
were
very
doing it.
balanced. And that was when I was learning to edit. And so we would both recording, and I would be in here for like 4 hours on a video. Now I can put one out in like an hour, but you know, I don't know. Like again, the random talking head videos where it's just like, I don't know. It's like just a random idea. Hey, let's just drop a video to drop a video.
Yeah.
That became to where it was like empty, like not soulless. I don't know what the word. It wasn't creatively fulfilling. That's the word.
Right.
Like we're trying to just figure out what it is that's going to bring back that creative fulfillment, right? Because we've invested so much time, money, and energy, and we love this stuff, but it's we want, you know, what is that creative fulfillment coming from?
Right. And part of that for me, I know is knowing that there are people out there that are watching and enjoying it.
Yeah.
They're
100%.
enjoying it and we're able to you know, put something out that someone just happens to come across, they watch it and they love it, you know, it you know, makes their day better. It gets them excited, gets them into, you know, maybe they're in a lull with their collecting or something and they see, you know, some idiot that's lost his mind and has 27 9.8 Mortal Kombat comic books for no damn reason at all, and it's just like, you know, damn, like, you know, I want to collect some of that or something. You know, I mean, knowing that people are that there are people that are enjoying what we're doing and not just watching it because they want to, you know, they're friends, they want to support the channel, they want to show that it was viewed or hitting the thumbs up, and you know, I'm that was something that I really liked about the stuff we were doing, you know, here and there for a while too. And then, like you said, it just got to the point where we were just like, oh shit, man, we haven't put a video out in, you know, a couple days. Let me throw something together. And
and that's no fun for us. It's no fun for anybody watching it. I mean, you know, and then at one point, you know, we went down the route of, you know, being not, I don't want to say negative, but basically just giving very candid opinions. And
I was going to touch on that too. So
not everybody likes that. And we didn't like it, man. I mean, that,
no, that's how I don't want to say we were desperate, but we were just
trying.
It was just like we had a conversation, and I was like, it's kind of gotten to the point now where if you're not on here with a thumbnail that is basically saying you're about to shit on somebody or something, like, and go all in on it, like, people aren't interested in even giving the video a shot or looking
Yep.
at it. And so, like, I mean, it was probably a month or two. I don't even know if we made it full 2 months where, that's what we were doing. And it
It was
just got to
right
the
around
point where,
She-Hulk.
it just got to the point where, and I told Nick, I was like, and I've never been one to be like, oh man, it's affecting my mentality and this, that, and the other. But like I could tell that I was always constantly like in this like pissy, miserable mood all the time over it, more than
Yeah.
usual, because I mean, for a long, that's kind of always been my MO, just in general over a lot of things. But yeah, I mean, I just constantly felt like I just had this cloud over my head where it was just raining constantly, and I just couldn't shake it. And I was just like, dude, I can't keep doing this. It is killing me. Like I'm gonna end up like beating my dog or something. Like we gotta, like, I don't care if people are, and it was working. I mean, we went from having 8 to 10 people on a live stream with over 5, almost 6,000 subscribers, and we would have 8 to 10 people on a live stream. Then it jumped up. We'd have like 50
Yep.
consistently.
Ooh,
But
and let us do a conversation on Whatnot.
yeah, but
All
I'll
y'all
tell you
showed
what,
up.
at this point, I'd rather have 8 to 10 people that I like on here that are like-minded and feel about this hobby the way we do, than 50 assholes that just want to, talk shit about it and everybody in it and listen to other people do it. So
What's up, Perry?
that's how that went.
Hold
And,
on. That's right, Dustin. Just beat the hell out of that dog.
Yeah.
Good Lord. So yeah,
No,
so I
I'm
don't know.
definitely not. I'm definitely not going down that road, Trinity. I promise you that.
So
But then it got to the point where we just kind of faded away, and it was like a slow fade too. And then I'm at it, and then out of nowhere, just like boom. I mean, I think we've put out 2 videos since we went to Huntsville.
well, maybe I think maybe. Well, Justin, you stopped hanging out with us.
Yeah,
We still text daily.
you have
Don't let
your-
him
yeah,
fool you.
yeah.
He's gonna be 40 this year. Everybody wish him a happy 40.
Not only that, but we text on the group chat, and then he and I have our own private conversations. He and Nick have their own private conversations.
We only have our
conversate on
private
Instagram
conversations
as
about
well.
anime and manga.
Oh, well, see, and I appreciate that. It's much
I don't
appreciated.
appreciate you guys talking about stuff without me, though. That hurts my feelings.
Well, it has nothing to do with you. It's just about his books mainly and stuff like that. So
It's fine. It's totally fine. Although I
But,
am hurt he didn't respond to your message earlier about your misgivings. But I mean, yeah. So I mean, a lot of it started right. So last year we moved. Sky had a couple family members pass away pretty quickly, and then just life took off for both of us. Right. I mean, I was trying to
Yeah.
get everything with the house taken care of. Then you started your new pressing, then the job, and then I took on a new role. Which I mean, literally, life I think has just taken off. But I think we're both in a good point now where things are manageable and
Yeah.
we're ready to not take it seriously again, but find new life, give new life. And really, this is one of this conversation because Dustin and I have been talking about it, but there's been no real depth or detail, right? About what it is we actually want to do, where we want to go. We just both know that we both want to continue this, but we want to create, fulfillment in it, not just do it just to do it, just to do it. We want it
Right.
to be of value to people and to of ourselves too. And I don't mean that in a way of like views or whatever, but like we want people to genuinely enjoy it. Are
Yeah.
you guys genuinely going to enjoy me just jumping up here talking shit about the MCU? Right.
Right.
Probably
I mean,
not.
if you go back to literally the genesis of our channel, ooh, did I use a big word? Kind of, I don't know. Not my vocabulary anyway. But the reason that we started this, well, I wouldn't say the reason we started it. The videos we started with, we wanted to use this channel to help people that were just coming into the hobby
Yeah.
with the collecting, because you and I both talked about the amount of questions we had when we got into it and not having anyone to ask and reach out to, getting, and I'm not going to jump on the train about how we were, treated pretty shitty over at a certain comic shop in Huntsville, Alabama. That's not Haven Comics, but is a very large comic shop and is, you know,
All I'm gonna say is it definitely was the Deep. Let's just
yeah,
throw it out there.
So
I'm at this point now because we're not unique to this. They've been destroyed on Reddit locally
oh
here,
yeah,
time and
well
time
because
again. So
because the people
screw
that
it.
work there, they don't know how to treat people, and you know, when people bring books up to the counter to pay for them, and you sit there with the guy next to you laughing and talking shit about them right in front of their faces, it kind of puts a sour taste in people's mouths. So, you know, stuff like that, you know,
Yeah.
we did not care for that. So we tried to start making videos that would at least give some sort of direction and help with different things in comics. So we did our roadmap to new comic book collecting. And we didn't ever really finish that. So I think that's one thing that I think would be really good, especially with the amount of knowledge we have now, 3-4
Maybe
years
just a
later.
complete relaunch of that series.
Yeah, now
But
that
I would
we're
like to do it. And again, guys, this is us literally having a conversation in real time. So we,
yeah,
like I mentioned earlier,
and
we've not talked
please,
about this privately.
you guys be a part of the conversation. We're
Yeah.
keeping an eye on the chat. So, you know, any suggestions, ideas, you
Well,
know,
this Under Armour shirt's looking pretty good. Look at them.
thoughts or whatever, like please, you know, feel free to throw that in there for us. So
Anywho's, but what I would like to do is again with these videos, not volume but quality, right?
yeah,
Where it's not just early on, I still think we had great quality, but I
yeah,
think there's so much more we could add to it. Where if we're gonna do this, maybe we do a video once a week, and we spend a lot of effort with the video production quality, the B-roll, the editing of it, making it a project versus Dustin, Nick, I'm gonna record a 5-minute video about top 5 tips for comic book collecting, chop it up whenever I make a mistake and let's post it. Like,
yeah,
no, like I'd love to be able to, take people to a comic shop and, hey, this is kind of how you would interact and here's some cool B-roll and like I would love it to be a really well like written video versus, you know what I mean? That's what I think really could set us up, not set us apart, but give me that creative fulfillment of that's what I love to do on the back end of the channel is
yeah,
editing. Like that is like if I could quit my job and edit, do
yeah,
videography and photography, I'd be the happiest guy in the world.
yeah.
But more than just chopping up where Dustin breathes wrong or goes or what was it I did for a while? I would say right every
Yeah.
5 seconds, I think.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, but I think, and then another thing, like Perry's talking here. So we got to cut. That's the other thing is like you're a storyteller, but people don't want to see as much of that. They don't want the long drawn out stories. They want boom, 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 which
Yeah.
sucks. And I almost refuse to give up on that because that's what you're good at is telling stories.
I was gonna say it's so hard for me. Like I'll start a
Yeah.
video and my whole intention is to get this 5 minutes in and out. And
No,
then
this sumbitch will be 10 minutes into a video, not even
I don't
open the
know why
box.
I'm like that, man. I can't. And I did it. I even did it. So I started a channel for the comic book chiropractor. So if you guys haven't
Yeah.
seen that, I've actually shared the first video on our community tab here. But I even did it there where all I was doing was trying to give some tips on purchasing raw comics, things to look for. And in my mind, this is, 8 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
15 minutes later, and I'm watching it back and I'm like, oh my God, you did it again. Like, can you please just shut up? Get to the point. I don't know why everything has to have a story, but I just, I can't. If I'm doing a
No.
haul video, I can have a story for every book, but I'm not the only one like that.
Yeah.
Because my buddy, I do the camera work for some friends of mine while they sell on Elite Comics 11 there on Instagram. And my buddy that's on camera, my man has a story for every book while he's selling the books. You get a 5-minute story.
Yeah.
Which led to a 13-hour live stream nonstop selling that night. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's one thing that I know there are people that like the stories, and there's people that are just like, and I'm done. I can't listen to this guy babble on anymore. So,
Well, and
no
then the
pun intended.
thumbnails are definitely I've got to find a way where I think early on our thumbnails were good. and then we changed them a little bit. And I think they were fine, but like I need to find a better way or a better, I don't know. And I've done a lot of practice. Hell, I've even gone to AI and tried to like just type in different things to like help me generate some creative, like, okay, spark, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thumbnails are definitely something where I've got to come up with something, right? Because how do we make an exciting thumbnail for a comic book unboxing that's about some cool Silver Age grails, but like what's the draw, what's the click? You have to be
Right.
clickbaity, but I also don't want to overstate it. So I don't know, but that's
Yeah.
definitely something we'll have to work on too. Oh, another thing real quick, so we're officially done with the Saturday Night Babylon, right? That's over, done with.
Yep.
Yep.
That
It's just
chapter of
going to be
our
on
lives
Wednesday.
is closed.
Huh?
That chapter of our life is closed.
Yeah, so from now on it's going to be Wednesdays.
Yep.
And I think we're
Wednesday's
going
good with all you guys? Is
yeah,
everybody
I
okay
think
with Wednesdays? You know what's crazy, man? And I was talking to Perry about this the other day, and I'm so happy that when I was on my way home from vacation, I noticed that Perry Comics had went live on YouTube. Not Perry Gaming, not Perry Reacts. Perry Comics was live on YouTube.
uh-oh.
And he was talking to Chaos, and so I just let it play and listen to those two chat the whole drive back from Savannah Comic-Con. But I was telling him, I was like, man, you know, it's crazy. If you look back like 3 years ago when we first jumped in here with a lot of the older crowd of comic book YouTube channels that were here, you know, I've always considered them to be the OGs, you know, like you know, I feel like we were kind of the last guys to like slip in there with that group. And it was to the point there were so many people live every night of the week that we couldn't just pop up and say we're going live on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We literally would have to go to JB Discovery Bay Comics, and be like, hey man, like, what time slot's open tonight, or what time slot's going to be open Thursday night? Is there any, because he actually was doing live
Oh,
streams every
Disco.
day. Disco JB was doing every day. He was giving everybody the layout, basically the YouTube comic book TV guide every day. So he knew who was live when, and there was so many people going live all the time that we had to do that because we didn't want to step on toes, and everybody was trying to be respectful of other people and having their time. So, you know, that was, and I don't mean like there was like 2 or 3 people that were live. Like it was literally back to back to back to back to back to back to back all night long, all day long, every single day. You would have 10 channels live at the same time. Like, it was insane. And I'm not even talking about auctions. None of these were auctions either. It was people hanging out, people doing their live shows. I mean, it was just constant. And, you know, I mean, crap, I'd probably say at least probably half of the guys that were around at that point, you know, they're not really moving much content at all now. So we were just kind of talking about that the other night and kind of reminiscing about, you know, how much fun that was. And, you know, if you were bored sitting at home, didn't have anything going on, like, you just flip on YouTube and like, who's live? I'm gonna go hang out on somebody's channel, you know?
Yep.
So,
But anyway, so we chose Wednesday because my daughter has dance on Wednesdays, and it was supposed to be Tuesdays.
yeah.
So we chose Wednesdays because it was supposed to be Tuesdays, but now it's on Wednesdays. But
Yeah,
it's
and
fine. We're
Tuesdays
gonna
don't work for me because Hagen has baseball on Tuesday. He's got karate on Monday. He's got karate on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, baseball on Friday, baseball Saturday, baseball Sunday. Thursdays is my day to work late at work. So
So Wednesdays it is.
Wednesday was pretty much like the only day. So I
Yeah.
know we still have, you know, a lot of people that go live every night. But hopefully we're not going to impede on anyone, you know, going live Wednesdays around 8 for like an hour or so. We're not going to be doing super long, you know, going to keep it at an hour and a half at the max. So that'll be our new live show. Another thing that I was thinking about doing, and I don't know if I brought this up to you or not. I know you know, sometimes we'll make a list of video ideas. We'll just throw it in our group chat just so we can go back to it later on. And I don't know how many of you guys watching were around when we did Actually, I think we only did one. I think we only ended up doing one video in
Are
this
you talking
live
about the Collect Your
series.
Way video with Dylan?
Yes. So we had Dylan from Dylan's Comics on, who is now Dylan's Horror Show. Man, I miss Dylan. I haven't talked to Dylan in a long time. He's still kicking it though. Every week he's rolling. He's over 1,000 now. So, but we and I kind of want to change this Collect Your Way live series, and I'm thinking maybe we can do it like maybe every 2 weeks or something like that, and try to do it on like a Sunday in the middle of the day or something. Just some like every other week or every 3 weeks or something like that. We'll figure out how often we're gonna do it. We can't do it every week, but try to pick like a weekend slot in the middle of the day or something that would work, where we can have people come on, because you have like Rob's Fast Stacks. He's got guys coming on there showing all their collection and all their slabs. He's just show us all your slabs. I know we got Grail coming from DJ Link soon. Everybody's still doing their live shows and bringing other people on. And I know I've had a lot of people over the past couple years, and I'm sure you have too, "Hey, those guys don't ever have anybody on their show." And so I was thinking we bring back the Collect Your Way series, but it's not where we originally started it. But we have people come on and show us what your collecting niche is.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a big thing for me. Like, what is something you collect, and even if it's not comics, but like, what's something you collect that you love, that you put a lot of value on personally, but maybe 90% of other collectors aren't going to really give a shit. Like my Mortal Kombat collection. I'm the only person on this entire planet that puts the value on the collection that I have, that I do. Nobody else is gonna
Yeah.
put the value on these books that I do. Nobody else cares like I do. But when I do videos or show them off in like on Facebook in different groups or on Instagram reels, it's like, if you when I show like the full collection and show it in its entirety, people are like, okay, that's pretty cool. So I thought about something like that. What do you think about that? Because I know you've got to have some kind of something like that too.
What, like a niche or something like that?
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know, maybe Spider-Man. I don't know. Dragon Ball probably, but I have
Yeah.
most of the ones I want there. Mine, I guess, but even Omnibus, I don't know. I guess mine would be maybe my niche is I don't have one. It's just all
Yeah.
of the crazy
Well, it
stuff.
doesn't have to be like it.
No,
It
but
doesn't.
like I know
It
what you
doesn't
mean.
have to be like when I say like a niche, it doesn't have to be something like my Mortal Kombat where like
Yeah.
you're literally the only one that cares. But like, what's your like maybe you have a bunch of big key comics and you get into that stuff, but where's your heart really at in your comic book collection?
Yeah.
Like where if there's a fire and you have to grab, well, if you got one box you can fill up and you're not worried about the money, you just what are you grabbing?
Yeah, for sure. So
And
like
maybe
my
that's
mind immediately went to like Bubs with his booby books. As soon as you started saying, I'm like, oh, there's Bubs. No, I think that could be good. Maybe just like a and I'm writing some notes, but like every 2 weeks, I think would be probably good. That's easy enough. Just make sure the people we bring on, they, you know, understand kind of what I don't know, maybe come up with like a format, a style, make
Yeah.
it clear, concise, not a 3 hour long,
Right.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
Rob pretty much does like that. That's kind of how Rob does his. I know you haven't been on that show. I was on there. He tells you, hey, have this many books. We're gonna go this far, and then we're gonna do a giveaway, and then we're gonna finish up. We're doing another giveaway. So yeah, I mean, it would be the same
Yeah.
thing. Where we're gonna go for like an hour, and we're not gonna run over because it's again it's gonna be on the weekend. Everybody's got stuff to do, so we
Yeah.
want to make sure that we plan around that. And so we can get a list of people to invite on. If you want to be on, you can hit us up on Instagram. We'll just start a list of
Yeah.
people to bring on, and show the weird stuff in your collection that
Yeah.
you love, the oddball stuff. Or if you don't have anything like that, just show us, like, put your fucking heart in a box and bring it on the show and show it to everybody.
That's
You
his
know?
title. Your fucking heart in a short box.
I don't know how else to say it. It's like and you guys are gonna see there's a video coming out, and this is a good way for me to explain this. There's a video coming out where I kind of self-documented a journey I went on recently, where I made a decision to sell, what would you say, probably 90% of my collection, as far as like I sold all my big books. I kept maybe 2 or 3 of my
Do you
big
guys remember
books.
the Lexington Comic-Con video? He did
Yeah.
exactly what I
Yeah.
fucking told him to do.
Yeah. So
Listen to Nick. He's amazing.
I when I was going through my collection and looking at books I was going to get rid of, Mortal Kombat, not one book never even considered it. None of my Power Ranger books, never considered them. My pirate covers, never considered them. My 90s, any kind of 90s nostalgic type books, never considered it. So, that's the kind of stuff that would be me putting my heart in a box and saying, this is what I love right here. This is the stuff. Like, if it starts going down up here, I've got some expensive books up here, but you bet your ass every 9.8 Mortal Kombat book and all my Raw books, everybody on their way out the door while the house is on fire, including my 8-year-old, is going to have a box in hand. Get it out to the curb and make sure they're safe. So, no, the wall's not gone, man. The wall's not gone. Not on a box, in a box, Trinity, in a box. It's like what Justin Timberlake said, get up in a box, but it's a heart.
So
No, the wall's still here. The wall's still here. It's just not. It's not as impressive, I guess you could say,
yet.
as it once was to most people. To me, it's still fucking awesome to me. But yeah, the video is going to be coming out, and I talk about what I'm going to do, or what I did, why I did it, and if it worked, which is the important part. So, but yeah, that video, I've got to get it in Dropbox, and that'll probably, once we get everything sorted out and we're ready to relaunch, basically, that'll probably be like one of the first videos that comes out. Because yeah, I don't want to wait till like Christmas and then nobody cares, because it's something that happened over the summer. So that's something, it's ready to go. I had to wait until I got some stuff back from being graded in order to do the video. So that's definitely coming out. But I definitely I wanted to try to do something to involve more people with what we do, and be able to connect with more people. Because I know at Heroes, I got to, when we were at Heroes, I had a good idea of all the people that were going to be there. I knew Mark was going to be there, DJ, Nick, and all these guys, Tyler, Andy, and in my mind, I was thinking, I'll probably hang out with Mark and those guys. That's probably who I'll talk to the most. And it didn't happen that way. I sat down and connected and talked with people, some guys I'd never even met before. But I walked away from that show with new friendships and deeper appreciation for certain people that I had the opportunity to sit down and share a meal with and talk to, and hang out with at the bar when we were doing the party over there. People that I didn't even know they were coming, and one of them, I didn't even recognize him. So once he told me who it was, I was like, did you get a haircut? Do you always wear a hat? It's the glasses. And he's like, nope. I always wear the glasses, always have the hat on. My hair's the same. And I'm like, okay, sorry, Dracula. I don't know, dude. I can't call it, bro. But I talked to that dude for, over the 2 days that he and I, connected with, probably spent, a couple of hours talking to him. So, I want to be able to give us that opportunity to bring some people on here and hang out with some people that maybe we haven't too much. So, I like the idea of doing that live show though, and I think it'd be cool to offer a space for people to show that kind of stuff, because a lot of people may not want to show, maybe don't show that stuff because they think like nobody's gonna care if I show this. Like I don't care. Y'all know I don't give a shit. Like I'm going any opportunity I can to throw up like, hey, look at all these Mortal Kombat books and be jealous. And if you're not jealous, then it's because you're stupid. But so I'd love to be able to provide a platform to for people to show that kind of stuff off. Like Jason. You watch Jason's videos, and Jason pulls out big books all the time and stuff. But like where Jason's love is. He
In
loves
Jesus
his
Christ.
X-Men. Yeah, absolutely. Jason loves his Hulk books. He loves his X-Men books. But he really, really loves, like if I had to look at Southern Comic Geek and say, what is that guy's niche? Where is his soft spot in his heart for his comics? It's his Valiant collection. Like he loves his Valiant books, man. Like I don't know anybody else that gets into Valiant like he does, but he loves that stuff, man. So stuff like that, and it'll bring up opportunity for people to see stuff they probably haven't seen before, and allow them to help other people find stuff that they're gonna fall in love with. So I think it's got a lot of upside to doing that live video. What do you guys think about that type of live stream? Is that something you guys think that would be something that you'd want to tune in and watch and interact with? Anybody have any thoughts on doing it on a weekend? Is that something that you guys think would be, or should we try to just mix it in with one of our Wednesdays? And when I'm saying this, like if you're someone who is going to end up being on there, just trying to think about your schedules and stuff too. So
Yep. So that's a good one. And then I'm like, okay, so let's see where that goes. But as far as like normal, let's say normal content, like edited videos, things like that, right? So obviously that's we've done more lives than I think edited videos
Yeah.
in the past couple weeks or months even. But so edited videos,
I
where do we
got to
wanna
the point where I wasn't even trying anymore. I was just sitting in my pressing room on my damn cell phone.
go?
Like it got that bad. Like I was just like, you know what? I'm not even setting the camera and the lights up, bro. I'm just gonna sit in here in my pressing room on the damn cell phone.
Probably in his underwears.
No, I can't touch other people's books while I'm in my underwear.
You know what? That might be an added benefit for some people. Tyler might be willing to pay a premium for you to handle his books in your skivvies.
Oh, by the way, big shout out to Tyler, Shatterglass Comics. Awesome buddy of mine. But and I don't know where he saw or heard, but I was kind of like half jokingly saying like I need an editor for videos because I can't fit anything else on my plate. I can't do it. I want to do these damn videos on my chiropractor channel, but I don't have the time to edit them. I don't have the time to teach myself how to do it. I can't. And he reached out to me and was like, hey, I'd love to take a crack at editing some videos for you. And I was just like, oh, for real? Okay. So he's edited 2 videos. First one is I think he did a fantastic job. It was great. He did a good thumbnail. It was fantastic. Do not judge him on the second video. It is not his fault. That is all on me. Because I did a live stream recording that was not live. It was like a backstage StreamYard recording because I forgot we had Melon. That's how bad it's been. I completely forgot we had this platform. So I used StreamYard where you can only use 720p. And I did it in my pressing room. So I used my cell phone and I used my Bluetooth, and the microphone on my Bluetooth is not what was picking up the audio. It was coming from the camera on my phone. So the audio from me was horrible. And so he definitely did real good job though with what I gave him. So definitely appreciate Tyler offering to help me out with that and being a part of that channel with me. So that's been awesome. But
So yes.
So as far as like our normal videos that we're gonna do. Yeah, he probably will, right?
Look,
First
he
one,
can just do all the
first one to
talking head
find it.
videos. I
First
just
one to
want to do all
find it.
the long format like video productions that
Right.
that's what I love.
Yeah.
Um,
He said Tyler's gonna hide a dick somewhere in the background. Yeah. First person to tell me when it happens, I'll take care of you on some pressing and cleaning.
we're probably gonna be like making a face and like he's gonna stick one in there.
It's like way in the back.
Anywho's,
But
so
yeah,
like
I
editing
mean,
content ideas, right? So I mean, we have all these small little ideas and things like that or whatever. But
yeah,
again, it's do we, I don't think we could go back to the 5 day or 5 videos a week
no,
thing.
we
That's
can't
not
do
going to
that.
happen.
No.
So I don't know what the thoughts are. We're gonna do the one live stream Wednesday, possibly a show every other Sunday. Do we go to looking at doing one really well done video a week where it's a really solid idea, a lot of effort goes into it, everything's perfect, the B-roll, the whatever, and just making it a great video, right? Or do we go to more of the commentary videos where like news article pops up, something's crazy happening, we jump on, do a video, kind of a what is it? Kind of like some of these other folks that's like literally they'll do 2 or 3 videos a day, but all it is commentary
Yeah.
on news articles and which I like that, but again, I don't.
Yeah. I wish we lived closer together because
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier.
I enjoyed the videos when we first started too, where you and I would do a recorded video together,
Yeah.
conversating on topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's I really I like when we did the when we were in the middle of the comic book boom and you and I were talking about books that we thought would be able to sustain after everything dropped and the bubble popped, which we were
Yeah.
told we were crazy for thinking, but who's laughing now? That's a video I want to go back and revisit though.
Yeah.
I want us to go back and look at the books that we talked about that we thought could sustain and just see where they're at now, where we right. And I think we both know where that video is headed, but I think that would be a good one to go back and do. I said that a couple of months back, and I still think that would be especially with what's going on right now. I think that would be a really good one.
Yeah.
Um,
I tell you, there's a couple things I'd love to do. I mean, obviously, we're going to do the 24 hours in a comic book shop. I think that's going to be great. But I'd love to do like a day in the life of a comic shop owner. And it
yeah,
doesn't necessarily have to be like a one. I think that could be a really interesting series,
yeah,
right? But it literally because there's a couple people I watch that do similar types of videos. And like, I would love to do that where literally I show up at Josh's house all day long. Pizza, belly shows, hopefully a collection would walk through the door and just document the whole day. And then to be able to edit that down into like a 12-minute video, I think would be
Oh, that
awesome.
would be cool, man. If we showed up at his house like before he goes to the shop,
Yeah,
like
everything.
we're there, we're riding in the van
Mhm.
with him, we're glued to his hip all day long. I think that would be a good one.
Yeah, those are the kind of videos where I would love to do. It's still comic centric, but there's
Yeah.
storytelling involved. There's creative fulfillment. There's, it's a little bit different than what a lot of folks are already doing, where it's just hey, I got, which there's nothing wrong with those, but like everybody's doing the unboxings and that's
Yeah.
fine. That's cool. But like,
Oh, we could do we could do kind of the same along the same lines, but an artist at a comic convention,
yeah, all of those little things, like
Like
what it takes to be.
I'm sure Deegan or Brian would not mind us, jump in the car and go hit a con with them, help them out at the table and record all day. And,
Yeah.
the conversations that are had between people coming up and, maybe knowing who they are or people coming up and looking at their art and,
Yeah.
you're my favorite and you're my new favorite artist, or,
Yeah.
having them come up. I think that would be a cool one to do too.
Yeah. So like all of that, right? Like what it's like to be a comic shop owner or a day in life of a comic shop owner, day in the
Oh,
life
what
of
about
a
a
artist,
vendor,
a vendor.
I'm telling you, if you would have been there during setup day at Heroes, that would have been great
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't see. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. I've been one that's always, been. I'm the king of, like, I don't care who you are. I'm not paying what you're asking. Like we're gonna negotiate this price. It's coming down. Um, and we all have our discrepancies with the prices that you see on books and stuff. After literally spending 2 hours hauling in our entire booth, all of the grid wall, all of the books, all of the toys, all of the tables, setting up the grid wall, setting up the tables, setting up the books, setting up the toys. Now the show's over. Take all the books down, take all the toys down, put the books that are really worth money in boxes, haul those back out, haul them back in the next morning. After being a part of that and seeing that part of it, I was like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Every book is $700. like dollar bins, hell no. I sweat my ass off because guess what? They didn't even think about putting the AC on while we were loading in. No. They didn't put the AC on until the next day. And, you know, I had a brand spanking new respect for these guys and their pricing to an extent, you know, to an extent. And I get, like, you know, I'm paying for the book. I'm not paying for, you know, the time it took you to do this. But, you know, when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, like, you know what? Yeah, they have so many expenses, all of this stuff that they have to haul in trailers and vehicles, the gas that it takes, the money to set up the booth. You know, you got to spend, you know, you got to hope that by the second or third, fourth hour of the first day that you've at least made your booth money back. It gave me a huge new respect for what these people do setting up at these shows. And I think that would be another really, really good one. I think that would be something that we should definitely look at doing. And I think Heroes will be a good one to do next year too, to do that one, because, you know, if we can plan it where you can be there on setup day 2 and you can see the loading garage there and the line of vehicles and how long it's taking. I mean, it took like 6, 7, 8 hours. Some people sat out there in their vehicles in a line just waiting to get in the building to start unloading.
That's
And
all Haven.
we were only given a 4-hour window, I think, to unload everything. So that would be a good one too, I think.
Yeah. So those are the kind of things I think would be really neat, unique. You know, that people are doing them.
If we
but
see
it's-
one person put out a video about what we're discussing right now, I swear on everything I will come to your house.
but I also like the idea of maybe looking
I'm talking
back.
to you, Steve. Mr.
Yeah,
Steal Your
Parkland.
Video.
Huh?
Mr. Steal Your Video.
Oh, did he? He stole your
No.
video?
No, I'm just giving him a hard time.
Oh.
You know, yesterday I watched, you know, I scroll through YouTube every single day, and most of the time I'm looking for stuff that I can have playing while I'm working. So, you know, commentary, just stuff that I don't have to actually like be looking at my phone in order to, you know, get the video and everything. So a lot of live stream stuff like that I'll listen to. And because it's in my pocket while I'm working or whatever, I don't comment on everything. But I did watch Steve's comic haul video. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Steve bought some books, man. Steve will never hardly buy no books. Let's see what he picked up. Let's see what my man picked up. And he got some Turtles books. So, you know, I watched it, dropped a comment. Hey, man, awesome books. Dropped the turtle power, you know, the turtle with the strong arm. How about this son bitch going to text me last night at like 8 o'clock? Hey, man, you really need to watch my video that I put up and look at the books I picked up. I'm like, ain't that about a bitch? How about, dude, I watched your video 4 hours ago and dropped a comment on it. And I told him that too. I was like, mother effer, I watched your video and dropped a comment 4 hours ago. He messaged me back. He was like, oh, yeah, you did, didn't you? I was like,
Sounds
see?
like me.
I was like, you going to get on me before you even check to see if I did it. You just going to automatically assume Dustin ain't shit.
Hey, I don't blame him.
I don't either. I ain't shit. I know it.
Too funny. But I do like the idea of going back and maybe revisiting some of the videos we did early on.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, I think the road to comic book collecting might be interesting. My only fear with some of those is like oh, that was weird. I don't know. It feels like the comic book interest has kind of dwindled, right? So maybe less people are interested in getting into the hobby. So I don't, not necessarily like.
I mean, and maybe that one, we just hold that one to like one video. Like one video out of the month is going to add to that series.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, man, there's if we go back to the outline that we laid out for that series
That was a
and the
good one.
things that we wanted to make videos about that we never got to, I think there's so much in there that is going to be helpful. Maybe not just to brand new collectors, but people who maybe have been into it for a year, but don't they don't they still have questions about things. And I don't want to get into too much of it now because we are live, but there's a couple of things in there where I think if we hit those, then there's going to be some really valuable information that we can give to even if it just helps one person out with a couple of things. And then that's what we set out to do when we first came up with that idea. And like I said, that can be when we just keep that to like one video a month.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
and see where it goes. And until we run out of ideas for it or whatever. But
Yeah. I think
know
let's
that
do
there's
that then.
still
So
yeah.
I think let's start with Wednesday's lives, and with those live streams, I say let's keep the similar format to the Babylon, but maybe do that with more commentary and community interaction, and maybe we can start doing a better job of clipping those and putting those out as like maybe shorts or things like that. Because we're gonna have to focus on shorts. They're forcing
Yeah.
it. It's unavoidable. And then start off with one really solid edited video a week where we're proud of it. It's fulfilling. It's something we're interested in. And if it gets 5 views, fuck it. It gets 5 views and we'll grow from there. Right. But if it's something we're proud of and it's fulfilling and we're excited about, I think that's the most important thing.
Right.
But so let's do that. And then, some of these bigger videos, I say bigger videos, but some of these more, I don't know, event videos, maybe like the day in the life of a comic shop owner, or
stuff that we're
series.
gonna really have to plan out.
Yeah. Stuff like relaunching some old video series, things like that would be cool. Your live stream. I still haven't done a room tour and it's been a year and a half, but there's another one where, like this display behind me for what the money I have in it looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's less than a few $100. And if you were to put in custom shelves, which I can tell you right now is like 9 times more than you think it would be. So, and I'm speaking from experience, I'm building my wife a library and it is going to be freaking gorgeous, guys. Custom built-ins, all the molding. I tell my wife I get it done for like $1,200. I'm about 4 or 5 grand into this bitch and I still got to buy about $400 worth of paint. So, yeah. Anywho's, for this, hell yeah, it looks good.
Oh, you haven't seen what Hefe just got in his house. I'll have to show you. So he got I forget the guy's name, but where you got the idea for the comic drawers.
Yeah.
So he got the full digs from that guy.
Oh yeah, I did see that picture. No, that does look good. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm sure. I bet you he spent every bit of $4,000 or $5,000 or more.
I don't know, but the guy had a couple of them that people canceled on. He was just selling them at cost for like 1,100 shipping, and that like it was 1,100 shipped. And we're talking the towers,
Yeah,
like just like Jeff's. And I mean, he did it perfectly too. I was like, dude, you gotta have like a spot to put like a couple statues, pulling your piece of art, dude. And it's gonna be sweet.
yeah.
Once I get moved, and I'm gonna be buying whatever house we end up buying, whenever that ends up being, is gonna revolve around what my new comic book room can look like in the basement. I promise you, I'm gonna have the towers, the thing that's going, because I'm just like, that's like the most perfect background. Just
dude, I'm totally jealous of what my wife's is gonna look like for all of, because I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's
build you one, dude.
Not
hell, you pretty much got it going there.
But again, these are cheap.
You don't want to
Target
take away all your art and everything, though.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like hers, like it's got I put crown. I've just finished. I got to do one more piece of crown molding, but it's got wall molding, paneling, built-in top seat, like 9-foot shelving units that I built custom. Dude, it's gonna be, and I'm gonna put sconces on those. She's gonna have, I mean, it's gonna be gorgeous all said and done. I'm very jealous. And it's just gonna hold a bunch of dirty books. How about that? It's horseshit.
What about intros? Are we gonna stay away from doing another intro, or just
I honestly, so if you look, nobody's doing intros anymore. Even the biggest channels, like Linus Tech Tips, for example, they have like 12 million. They were known for their intro. It was this really beautiful animated intro. they don't even have one
There
anymore.
was, and I'll tip my hat to you because there was a little while there where we were known for our intros because you were knocking them out of the
Yeah.
park.
But that's the stuff I love, man.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
love the
Yeah.
intros. Like I personally, I dig it. Like I
But
don't give a
people,
shit
as
if
soon as
people don't
it
like them or
plays,
not.
they either automatically hit the double skip, and then YouTube doesn't like that in algorithm, or they just leave. You know.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I love that kind of stuff. And that's where, like, for me, you know, the creative fulfillment of just editing a quick talking head video, you know, fine every once in a while or whatever. But it's like,
Yeah,
you know, we spent 900 and some odd videos doing that.
yeah.
Definitely kind of burned you out a little bit, right?
There. I like. I've been getting into like there's a couple of people I watch that it's not comic book content. They'll start their video with like a clip from the video
Yeah,
that
that's what Perry's saying, like the meat of the
immediately
content.
it like immediately pulls you in and you're like, "Oh shit, what was that
Yeah.
part about?" And like you don't know where that clip is in the video, so you're just going to
Yep.
watch the video. Now you may just say fuck it after that part, but you know,
You had to watch it to get there.
right. Yeah, I'm just like, man, like
Yeah.
that and like I didn't even realize at first like it took me like a couple weeks of watching and I'm like that's how he's got me subscribed and like so into his content because I'm like he immediately grabs me with the the thumbnail pulled me in and then like that first clip like 3-4 seconds just like him bumping out a statement from the video and I'm just like, oh really? And I was just like, that's pretty cool, man. Like that's
So
that's
yeah,
smart.
keep those in mind whenever we start planning out our videos, and that's what we're really gonna have to do. We're gonna really have to come up with, you know, maybe our 4 videos a month. What are those gonna look like? Let's write maybe not necessarily a script, but I guess it's technically gonna be a script of what that'll look like. Maybe where the B-roll shots need to come into. You know, I think this month we do your vlog. I can do a room tour. I can do how to set up a nice comic display on the cheap because those always do well. And then basically just show off kind of what I've done, their
I mean, I
target
could,
shelves.
and I mean, hell,
Same
I
thing
could
with
do
you.
one on mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, I have people all the time ask me how, what did I do with my comic book wall? So I mean,
Yeah. So how to do a comic book display, how to do a comic book wall. Yeah. Like the comic book I like that chiropractor. Best tip, then roll into any backstory.
yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know, but I think, you know, we'll start there, start to really put more effort into one video than minimal effort into 5. And I think we're all going to be happier for it. It's going to be exciting because it's going to give me something from the editing standpoint to build on, create that story, polish. And, you know, that's what I love. You love the storytelling aspect of things. And, you know, we need to find a way to capitalize on what we both really enjoy.
yeah,
I think that's what we've been missing, like the
Yeah.
joy of actually doing the channel. Because when we first started, it was, you know, just talking about comic books we were reading that we loved, and now neither one of us are really reading much outside of the Fantastic Four because modern comic books right now have not been ideal.
I dig it, Shop. I don't know if you're still here, Shop for Comics, but I just saw it, man. I dig it.
Oh, the one of you?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I saw that one. And so what we'll do, Shop, is if you would, Dustin will give you our email and just email me like a high-res copy, and then I'll finagle it around a little bit. Look, dude got the mustache after I sent him all the
I know.
headshots.
And your little goat fuzz.
I know. That's freaking perfect too. Shit's not even on my chin, it's below the chin. I was like, all right, I see you.
Well, I mean, he sees you.
Well, it's funny. Okay, so let's kind of change topic a little bit, but Dustin is either Latino or African American because every time somebody animates him, or like I animated him, and then like he always
Even
looks,
AI.
yeah, or even
No,
AI.
AI
Yeah.
changed my skin tone and everything because I
Yeah.
when I found out there was a Mortal Kombat AI thing on TikTok, and I don't even get on TikTok, but I found that or I saw somebody do that. It was Brian Silverbacks did it, so I freaking jumped
Yeah.
on it. It turns you into a Mortal Kombat character, dude. Every time it did it, I was blacker than Jax every
Dude,
time.
It was
And I
freaking
was
funny.
like, so I like go out, like I'll go into my pressing room, and eventually I'll show you guys like inside my pressing room, like. There's enough light in there that you'll catch a suntan. I mean, it is it is an incredible amount of light in there. So I'm like, all right, like I'm about to wash myself out, and still, like it turned me right into, Samuel L. Jackson, like as a Mortal Kombat character. And I was just like, all right, hey, I mean that's whatever, Guess
let me-
I'm in the cookout now. That's
Well,
what
it's
I'm
just so
talking
funny,
about.
dude, because so I sent this over to Dustin and Justin, and then we posted it. So I actually drew this by hand. So that's me. Like I was sitting on the iPad for like 4 hours drawing Dustin, and so it was funny. I was actually
Yeah,
kind of
shop is the only one that I've seen so far that I'm like, I can see myself in there.
proud. So I'm sitting here doing this by hand, right? And I'm like super pumped. I'm like, oh man, that doesn't look half bad. Like we're close.
How did you draw that?
Literally with my pencil, and it just took forever. And what I did,
How'd you get your lines so straight and everything?
so they have like a smoothing thing, but again, it's just
Okay.
it's not like it's still me, but it's makes it a little bit easier
Look
than
at
if I
that,
was
Nick.
using a
Look at
pencil.
that, y'all. Nick might be like an artist or something.
But look, let me show you guys.
Like, regardless of the fact that it don't look like me, like it's still good art. Like it looks.
Yeah.
I was impressed when you said it was you.
So this is what he originally came out looking like out of an AI thing, and I was like, okay, well we can't use that because it looks dumb. And then so
Dude,
what
that
I
would be
did,
like that's like the comic book chiropractor. Like if we were gonna do a superhero comic, like that's him.
yeah.
Like, dude, are we doing that? Is that what's happening now? Is this character coming to life?
So that's the picture I took of you from your video, and then I used that as a reference, and then basically, obviously it's not one for one, but you can kind of see, dude. I was really thrilled. I was like, it looked just because it looked like something, right?
Yeah.
Uh, it wasn't complete garbage. And then I showed it to my wife that night, and she was like, "So why is he Ice Cube?" And I was like, "Son of a bitch, I know." And it was funny because I think Ryan said you looked Hispanic or something,
Yeah.
but I'm like, honestly, with a little color, it wouldn't be terrible, but I don't know, man. I mean, I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, I should have maybe connected this a little more, but whatever.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, if you just literally erased like the entire face details, like, and just made it a blank face like my regular logo is, like, I think that shit would look awesome.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that, but it's just like,
Because like I
oh,
kind of like how my regular logo is, where it's just
yeah.
a blank face. It looks like a
So I showed Sky the original, right? And she was like, "Well, why doesn't he have the thing? What do you call it?
the stethoscope.
Yeah, the stethoscope." She was like, "Well, if he wants something close to that," and I said he doesn't want anything. He wants a logo animation, and I know you guys kind of just pulled a stock logo from somewhere. I was just trying to beef it up and make it look, because that's the stuff I enjoy. Like
Yeah.
I spent 4 hours or a couple hours on it,
Yeah, I
but I
thought it
loved
was
every second
awesome.
of it. And I was like, okay, maybe, let me do this first, because I like the stuff for Haven I did for the comic shops,
Yeah.
shop stock stuff. Spent a couple hours on it. Loved every second of it. That's the stuff I love. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I was like, I'm going to do this, and then I'll animate it for him and, kind of see what he thinks. And I've always wanted to get into drawing, just somewhat, but I was like, man, we'll try it. But anyway, so she asked about the stethoscope, and I was like, well, have you ever seen a chiropractor wear a stethoscope?
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
That phased out rather quickly, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I was like, she was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. And because I did draw it I had it on there at one point, and I started thinking about it. He's a chiropractor, not a doctor.
Yeah. I
But
gotta get a
anyway,
new
so I was
jacket too. That jacket is I bought that jacket like 6 months ago, and I think me and you both could fit in it. Like I got to get like a jacket 2 sizes smaller. Like that's why I have to roll the sleeves up on it, because the sleeves hang down to here,
yeah.
and it's just like that jacket would fit Josh 6 months ago.
So Alan and Josh so we have a group chat you're not in. Suck it. So Alan mentioned maybe possibly doing like a oh shoot, no, sorry. What did he say? Hold on, he sent something to us. Oh no, he sent this to all of us. Once a quarter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Okay. So a live
yeah.
stream with all of us.
Yep.
So that may be something interesting because I mean,
Yeah, I mean, people
love
always
hearing-
enjoyed when Josh was on.
Yeah.
So
Alan's just a benefit. Oh
Yeah.
no, not a benefit. What was it? I was trying to make fun of him, mess with him. But anyways, and then Alan was like, "If you want to be creative, I will take a pull list review." Oh, he was requesting edits. Okay, I see now. So I don't know, but I think we're in a good spot. I think we have a good idea of kind of like what we would like to do going forward.
And this
That's
isn't all
idea.
going to like crank off next week or anything. I mean, we've still got things we've got to get in order and get some stuff figured out because we're basically we want to come back and relaunch and everything with a facelift and we're ready now to jump into this to where we can be consistent and that's going to be the main thing that we need to really get to where we're going to be able to be consistent again and not drop a video this week and then maybe we don't drop another one for a month, so
Hey, so what I would like to do, Dustin, is we need us an animal mascot. Okay.
oh
And it needs to be like the
Nick.
damn
ooh,
in
what
the shop for
superhero-
us.
What superhero could he do with you? He's already done Spider-Man for a bunch of people, so you can't be Spider-Man.
You could do a Pinkula Silver Surfer. If you don't know that joke, I have a broken statue of a Silver Surfer, and all it's
I know he
missing is
did.
pink.
Callie was Silver Surfer.
Okay, so Hecklefish.
Turn
By
him
the
into
way,
a
Mark,
Dragon Ball man.
I was gonna
Or-
say so if I had to rank like my favorite things in the world, okay, favorite things, it would be Dragon Ball. Absolutely love it. Oh my God, Dustin, I gotta show something. All right, hold on. Dragon
That'd be
Ball.
funny.
Dragon Ball, I love. Okay. The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, I love.
Oh, if you don't turn him into a fucking hobbit, I swear.
Oh, no.
That's
Don't you do a
missing
damn hobbit.
hard if you don't turn him into a hobbit.
Look, if you're gonna do some shit like that,
Harry Footses.
I gotta be Gandalf with the "You shall not pass," or I'll even accept.
Dude, I want
Schmeagol.
all those new Lord of the Rings
I'll
statues.
even accept
that have been coming
Schmeagol.
out.
But
They
yeah,
are
honestly
incredible.
though, like Lord of the Rings, Spider-Man, comic book wise, is my favorite. If you can't tell, I've read them all. I love throwing that out there.
You love Star Wars?
Yes, but only the old Star Wars. Nothing new. Like season 2 Mandalorian is about the newest. That
There you
would
go.
be
He could
funny
turn
as
you
shit.
into the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with my sword because it doesn't fit anywhere. But let me show you what I just picked up, Dustin. Hold on.
Right? Just draw a
F you, Mark.
mustache on the Dragon Ball. Done. No doubt. Oh, well, he's gone.
No, I'm
Um,
still here. I'm showing you something. All right.
Yeah.
I also am a big fan of Kanto. That would be cool
Yeah.
as shit to be
Did you
Kanto.
see that Kanto tattoo I sent you?
I know, dude. That shit looked amazing.
Damn.
My wife keeps wanting me to get a calf tattoo because she thinks it would be attractive. And I'm like, can it be of Kanto?
You're not getting a tattoo. You ain't got the
All right.
stone.
Okay.
Oh, he
So-
said any Spidey villains or
So
what
see,
Dragon Ball character.
The ultimate Spider-Man villain, okay, and I see you have the half and half, is going to be J. Jonah Jameson. He's the number one quintessential Spider-Man
He
villain.
does also have a mustache.
And he does have a great mustache. But so I'm thinking either that, I'm totally cool with any Dragon Ball character that maybe you enjoy, or honestly, I'm kind of stoked on the idea now of being Gandalf. But I digress. So
Are
look
you
what I got.
are you assuming his fandom in Dragon Ball? Really? You can't just assume people like that
Look.
crap.
So I bought myself a birthday present. Can you read that?
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, boy. Hold on. I'm so stoked. I can't even tell you guys how stoked I was. We went to the beach and all I could think about was coming back home and getting this. Ready? Boom.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
No. So my wife got me the Enso ring.
Oh, okay. What is that?
It's the silicone version.
Okay.
This is a 14 karat gold.
Nice, dude.
Dude. Sick. So it's tungsten.
Ryan said Jay Jonah has the part of the mustache you're missing.
Shut up, dick. What a douche. I almost shaved
Perry
it off, and my wife told me not to.
Perry has a good idea. First tattoo, got to do it for content, man.
Yeah, right. But it's a tungsten ring, 4K karat
Oh
gold
yeah.
plated, and it is done by the exact company that did the original ones for the movie. What
Oh,
is it
shit.
called? It's I've been eyeballing these things forever, and they did a sale. It's from What a Workshop, but it's Jenna Hansen, I believe is her name. And
Nice.
man, I'm so thrilled to have this. And I ordered the ring in a bigger size. I guess the size ring I wore before I lost some weight and stuff. So it's still a little big, but that's fine because what if I get fat one day and want to wear it? But fatter, let me rephrase that, fatter. But I was stoked.
That's
And then
cool, dude.
so
I
I
like
couldn't
that.
couldn't figure out how to display it like this because that just looks dumb if you're going to display it. So I took the sides off of this acrylic display and heated it up and did a little melty melt. And then I can just kind of put it right there because don't have a better idea.
There you go. I will tell you,
So stoked.
there are ring boxes you can buy that have like a display light inside that shines down
Yeah.
on it. That are pretty cool. I got one of those for Tony when we did the Hall of Fame, and we had that ring made for him, and it
Yeah.
had a pretty cool effect on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I may do something like that. I know they have a lot of them for like the football or like the sport rings.
Right.
But yeah, for now, I mean, I've only had it for a few days, but I was so stoked.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
I haven't been this excited about something in a while, and it was cheap, man, under $100
No
because of
way.
the sale.
I was
Yeah.
thinking that probably cost you a few hundred at least.
No,
Okay.
no,
All right, on.
under $100. But and I've been eyeballing them specifically because they're normally a little more
It
expensive.
was
But
definitely the best one you did. Like
yeah,
nobody else's was as cool as mine, dude.
yes, Justin, we're still alive.
Without you,
That's
sucker.
right.
All right, well,
Hold on, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so we need an animal cartoon, okay, or a mascot.
why?
Because so the Hecklefish. So Mark got me onto this Y-Files, and this will be the last thing we talk about, I guess. This some bitch a week ago, no, 2 weeks ago, was like, "Oh, you should check out the Y-Files." I was like, "Okay, I'll check it out." I'm not into that stuff, but whatever.
I don't know what it is.
So let me share. I'm going to share screen real quick. Because again, I wasn't, I
1966.
so I know my wife is into like conspiracy theories and stuff and aliens and all this other weird stuff. So the first night he told us the moon landing was what it was about at the video. And basically this guy just goes through weird conspiracies or oddities or things that the government has done that are either
Oh,
not
okay.
involved-
Yeah, I watch stuff like that.
dude, and he presents it in such a great funny way. It's enjoyable. He has me wanting to write a comic book series called like The Strange and Bizarre or something. There's one character specifically, it's the Count of something or another, but it's like this immortal person who's been at every major event in history, and like the idea of that is just mind blowing to me. But he'll tell these stories.
Didn't James Tynan write something like that?
His is more government based, I thought. This is like all kinds of odd things. But yeah, so within about 2-3 weeks, I watched almost every single one of his videos except for the hardcore alien stuff because I really don't like it. Not that it bothers me, I just not into it. So anywho's, so I started watching it and I hated it at first. Like, this dude is annoying, and this little dumbass Hecklefish.
A well-known scientist released a book.
So the Hecklefish is there basically to be like the conspiracy theorist or, saying what the audience is thinking. It's really, really brilliant in that way because while he's talking, you'll be having a thought about what he's describing, and then the fish will say exactly what it is you're thinking or what you're questioning or whatever. I'm like, you son of a bitch. And it took me like 15 videos to understand why it was so successful in the format. And yeah, it is.
Sanitized. Now, why does this see that on red basis?
I'm trying
this
to
theory formed after working with
hold
Einstein.
on. Normally Hecklefish is a lot more talkative, but it's the
I
funniest.
have one more thing pertaining to
Go ahead.
the channel to talk about
This
after
episode of
this
the
that has to do with something that we need to discuss on making a big change to as well. So it's actually one of the more rather important things I forgot to
The
talk about.
motivation for faking the moon landings was driven by several factors.
So
The
he's
United
got his
States
tinfoil
was under
hat.
tremendous pressure to get to the moon before the Apollo
Oh,
was
the fish. I see it.
Yeah.
So there was many people, which is your main light, miles away. Shouldn't the sky?
Hold on, I'm trying to get to the part where the
They
fish
used
starts talking shit.
The lunar miles operate from the surface the cross. There are problems used so they
Whatever. I guess no matter where I click, it's going to show. Watch the videos, guys. They're freaking hilarious. But yeah, I got thoroughly excited this week whenever the new one came out, because and it's one of those things, Dustin, where like I swear to God, you don't even have to watch it; you can just be listening to it, and it's a perfect for that. It really is. So
All right. So last thing that I was thinking about, and I think this is something that we should consider doing, not for us, but for them. But basically just canceling all current memberships
okay.
and coming up with and basically
Well, I'm not even sure if we have that option, but something we can like. I don't know if it'll allow us to go in and just cancel stuff on the back end. I don't know.
Okay. Well, just to look at that and see
Yeah.
if we can change how our memberships are laid out and come up with how we can be consistent with doing membership giveaways, because we have shit all in the bed on that
Yeah.
for a substantial amount of time at this point. And
No,
I
Legion, we
feel
won't.
absolutely terrible about that. So
Yeah.
I think that's something we definitely need to look at too, is restructuring our membership program and make sure that, and I know a lot of people are probably, it's not something like, it's something where, maybe they joined just to, support, and then probably it's just like one of those subscriptions you just fucking forget about it, and you're just like, shit, I need to
Well, I don't
cancel
think
that
there's many
membership.
there, so
Yeah.
it's not really like
Yeah.
I want to say it's less than
I'm
10
just like,
people.
like
Yeah.
it hits your bill and you think about it, you're like, shit, I need to cancel that
Yeah.
membership. Those sorry bastards aren't even doing videos anymore. And then you
Yeah.
don't think about it again until it
So
hits the next month.
Alan sent me that I forget what he was saying. I was talking crap to him about something. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm paying X amount for no content." I was like, "Don't worry, buddy. There's 923 videos or whatever it was out there full of content." Just messing with him. But no, I get what you mean.
I mean, even if we don't just cancel them, at least like see if we can restructure
Yeah, I'll see what we can do. And again,
how
I
they're
don't
laid
know even
out or
what the
something.
options
Like
are.
if people are actually like don't want to lose like how long they've been doing it, like that's that's cool. I feel bad like we're stealing from you guys. So that's just how I'm looking at it. And I that's shitty. So we got to come up with how we're going to be consistent with giveaways and figure out what kind of giveaway we want to do and just be consistent with that. Whether it be,
I have a
like,
great idea
I
actually.
submit enough books. I mean, I probably submit 100 books a month to be graded, so I can be on the lookout. We can find some stuff and literally I can, we can build a box up of slabs and have like, an inventory of slabs. Like, okay, this is this month's giveaway. Not like, small, like if we're just gonna do one slab, like, we see, we have the upside of one of us finds a book and say we find a book for like $50, but hey, Dustin can press and clean it, we can get it graded, it hits this amount, now it's like a $200 book. Like that's a pretty nifty giveaway.
I see what you're saying now.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a secret weapon in that aspect though. And I was trying to think of another way to put it, but like, we can use me to our advantage anyway.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that. Like I put that lethal protector that we got from Sam De La Rosa at Huntsville. It got packed up into a pre-screen and it's on its way to CGC. We've got the books that we got from that were the Huntsville exclusive or the Lexington exclusives. We've got stuff like that, but I'm constantly at shows. You go to a comic shop once a year, so
Basically.
we can, maybe we can look at that. I don't know if everybody would want to do a slab. That's another thing we need to have a conversation with members that are still active. what would you guys rather have? What are some ideas that you would like to see for giveaways? So that would be the
And it
that
may
would
be
be
something
the
where
other
we
thing.
just go ahead and
If we
that's the
can
other
like
thing.
loop everybody into one tier, that way it's not divided up to where only if you're paying this much that you're a part of the giveaway. Like, just, hey, if you remember, like, hey, you can do whatever tier you want to, but everybody's going to be involved in the giveaway. And we'll talk to the members and see how they feel about that. You know, the people that are doing the top tier, like, do you have any objections to that? You know, or do we want to see if we can restructure it to where there's only one tier and, you know, a meeting in the something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And maybe it's something where we just go ahead and get 12 books ready to go or 6 books ready to go, and that way there's
Yeah,
no delay. It's just
we can definitely do that. We can
Yeah.
definitely do that. So that was just something else that I wanted to put out there so that, you know, like I said, I wanted everybody to know that that's been actively in the back of my mind for
on
quite
Dustin's
some
heart.
time now.
It's pulling his heartstrings. Or you could just sell foot feet, Jesus, foot
Oh,
pictures.
I like that, Mark. You know, maybe depending on your tier, it'll give you different amount of
Yep.
entries for the giveaways, and
Yep.
everybody gets a shot. I like that.
Yep.
I don't know that we'll be able to go DJ Link style, you know, throwing out a brand new fucking hot toy. I don't make that kind of money. And I'll be honest with you, I wanted that fucking Iron Man, bro. That shit was bad. I would have give it to you. Like, that's how I get about shit. And you guys got to know how big of an asshole Nick is. Like, I will be at a comic shop and I will see some shit and I'll be like, dude, Nick would love this. And I'll send him a picture and this motherfucker don't even message me back about it. Like that Kanto, I sent him I saw that Kanto tattoo. I sent him a picture of it.
In all fairness,
Nothing.
if you go
I'll be
back
at a
and
shop,
look,
saw the what is it? The Stark reactor? Is that what it's called?
yeah, Tony doesn't have a heart, or prove
Yeah.
Tony has a heart.
But like when that first came out, like the
Yeah.
really nice one, like it was like Richie had one. So I'm taking pictures showing it Nick. He don't give a shit. Couldn't even message me back.
No, in all fairness, on the Kanto thing though, I'd already seen it before you sent it and liked it.
Yeah.
So if you probably look at the screenshot, it probably says we liked it.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, with me being able to press and clean books and bump the grades on books, I mean, I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, my pressing and cleaning account, but whoo, you guys will see it when the first video comes out after the relaunch here. I had a big one. So, you know, I have the ability to do some stuff like that where I can spend $150 on a book and then I can turn it into a, you know, almost a $5,000 book just by working on it and paying to have it pressed or paying to have it graded, paying to have it pressed. Hell no. So that would be a way for us to be able to get some really, really good giveaways for these guys. And I'm going to try to make sure that the first 12 are some damn good ones to make up for the absolute shit job we did on giveaways for the last probably 12 months. So I'll definitely do my best to try to make sure that shit is good for you guys. And that's not me talking to people trying to get you to join the membership. That's me talking to people who have already been suffering through it. We're still not coming back to the chat though. Sorry guys. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I have 5 Instagrams, 3 Facebooks, and 4 YouTube channels. I ain't got time for no more.
4 YouTube channels? When'd you get the other 2?
Well, I have this one, the Comic Book Chiropractor. I have one for I have another one that I don't want to disclose, but
Do I know about this one?
oh yeah, you do. You're embarrassed about it, but
Oh, okay.
there's still question as to is
I
that
see.
really him? So I don't want to let the smoke out of that, Mary. But I've got that one, and then I've got. Okay, no, I just have 3.
Okay.
I thought I started one for powder coating, but I didn't. And then for Instagram, I've got my personal Instagram, my powder coating Instagram, my Comic Book Chiropractor Instagram, the Instagram that I share with Jeff and those guys that we're trying to build up, and the Two Brothers Comics Instagram. And then I have my powder coating Facebook, my personal Facebook, the Two Brothers Comics Facebook. You guys can have the chat. I call the forgotten chat like that's like Mark's secondary chat, because Mark runs that shit. Mark, like sometimes I'm like, you know what, we're gonna have to start paying Mark to run this chat, because like my man's just always in there dropping like, and like honestly, it's for the members to you guys shoot the shit. And but I mean I have my Instagram notifications turned off. I'll just tell you guys that, like on everything, because
I have them turned off because of this man has 1,000 freaking sellers. Where if Nexo Comics post a comic book every 5 seconds,
now
it's a
don't-
notification.
Nexo's the man, dude. Like
I'm
that's
not
my
saying he's
boy,
not.
dude.
I'm just Jesus Christ. I need to not see every 5 seconds, Dustin.
Yeah. Well, and see what that is like I'll see somebody's going to post a book that I want in 2 days. So I'll turn the notifications on so that I get that notification. And then my dumbass forgets I don't have any notifications on. And then I never go back and turn the notification off for that page. Maybe it's a page I'm like they I only wanted to know when that was going up or something.
Yeah.
And then I forget. But I get so many messages like from my chiropractor account and Two Brothers. And then I've got my work phone now where I'm getting constant emails, Teams meetings, and phone calls and text messages.
That's right. You're more in the corporate world now.
Like, I've just got ringers going off left and right constantly. It's just
overwhelming,
ding,
isn't
ding, 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 ding. That's going to end up on Whack Comics. Great. Me sitting here double fisting them. So, but yeah, so that's definitely something that we're going to have a behind the scenes meeting. I think at some point, I don't know, maybe I can plan a weekend to come up, and we haven't been up there in a while, and you and I can go to lunch or something and sit down and really hash some of this stuff out.
Oh, I felt like we were on a pretty good spot. Pretty good game plan.
Well, we developed a game plan. Now we have to come up with a plan to put it into action.
Oh, you're one of these meetings guys that when it could just be an email. I bet you at work when people get an email from you about
Well,
a meeting,
if the
"God
motherfucker
dang
I'm
it."
emailing would ever email me back, then maybe an email would be fine. But the only time I ever am able to actually engage in a conversation with your ass is if we're sitting in front of these fucking cameras.
Dustin's like, I know this could be an email, but we're gonna have a meeting about it.
Mm-hmm. Send him a text message. No answer. Okay. He says his cell phone service sucks. Well, guess what? I know he's sitting in his house where he has Wi-Fi. So let me Snapchat message him. Oh, what's that? He's just not going to open it for 3 or 4 days. That way he can't say, because he knows I can see if he read it and just didn't message me back. So he just
You ain't lying, because I ain't looked at Snapchats from you, from the family chat, from the homeboys group, which is Megan, Craig, and Sky. From
And I know he's
Mom,
on Snapchat
Nana.
24/7 because he's
But I don't
constantly
open
sending
them. Look, I'm reading through. I don't open them from everybody else. I just send them. I haven't opened up any from Sky's family. I still have some from Team Snapchat.
So does everybody that's watching agree that yes, maybe an email could do, but a lunch is gonna have to, a meeting is the only way this is gonna actually happen. So
I love it. So I don't look. People just
Look,
try to talk
nothing.
to me too much.
there ain't no way you're busier than me.
Everybody
And
just
I
needs
still
to
find time.
everybody just needs to be able to communicate with me just mentally. Just
Yeah.
know what I'm thinking. And
Mhm.
let's go
Oh, I
with it.
communicate mentally with you all the time. You ain't getting that neither. Or you'd know that I thought you was a big piece of shit about 60% of the day when I'm texting you.
Oh man, I've been better. I was very responsive at the beach.
Somewhat.
I don't think I ignored any on purpose.
But see, I show you enough respect to respond to you consistently.
It's an anxiety thing, Dustin. I read about it. It's
There's no chance
it's anxiety.
you're a busier person than I am.
It's
There's no
anxiousness.
shot at it. And I
It's
find time.
anxiety.
I find the time.
Let's see. I read about anxiety symptoms, and I'm actually taking not anxiety medicine, but ashwagandha, and it seemed to really help kind of calm me down a little. Ironically, started taking
I
it.
can't afford to calm down or slow down. That doesn't work with my lifestyle.
Dude, literally at one point,
I am wide ass open
so
all the time.
When I came back from San Jose, I was so stressed out and anxious. Literally, like I felt like I had a plate sitting on my chest, and like I couldn't catch a breath. And I was like, okay, I got to do something about this because it is not good. So,
Yeah, I don't have all that.
yeah, no, it was pretty bad. I was pretty nervous. And I'm like, it's not like heart attack feeling. It's just stress and unnervedness. And like, there was nothing specifically wrong.
Oh, I stay
Except for, like,
stressed out about 90% of the time.
but
Just
that's what I'm saying. Like, it
overworked,
was just
basically.
normal stress,
Yeah.
but it had just built up to the point to where I was just like, I literally for like a week, I could not
Yeah.
get that all. It literally, I've never felt that way before in my life. It freaked me out. So, and then, did I tell you I got bit by a spider?
Mm-mm.
So I got bit, and I don't know what the heck kind it was because I didn't see it, but you can kind of
Well,
see
you're
right
not gonna
here.
get any cool powers though. Don't
I
even get
know, isn't that shitty?
your mind on it, dude.
Isn't that shitty? So look, I have a picture of it somewhere.
We got to
But-
hurry up because it is 10 o'clock my time.
okay.
And my alarm's going off in 6 hours.
All right, we'll do it. But look, so it was kind of there, and it was super red, and it made this entire left side of my neck hurt. Yeah, for about a week. I thought I was gonna die. I thought it was cancer for a minute, but then I found out that spiders can basically.
Oh, you want to talk about scared thinking something like cancer or something, dude? How about I got this bump that popped up on my head? And
It's
no,
not
like,
funny, but
like it was so bad. I was at work. I took my hard hat off, and I could like I'd rub my head like this, and I was like, dang, there's a weird bump on the top of my head. And I was like, I haven't hit my head on anything, and I just shaved my head. I keep my head shaved, and yeah,
you see the face.
yeah.
That
Well,
was it.
I work with, his name's Nick, and I took my hard hat off. He was like, dude. And I was like, what? He's like, there's a very unhealthy looking bump on the top of your head. It looks like a cartoon. Like you hit on the head and it just and grows out. Like that's what it looked like. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I just had a brain tumor pop up that is like swelling and going to explode. Like I'm not going to make it home today. Like it freaked me out. And I never, ever worry about any kind of like medical issues with myself. Like I just roll on. That fucked me up though. I thought my head was going to blow up or something. And it went back down by the next day. It's still there a little bit, but it popped back up again one day. It kind of raised up again. And I'm just like, well, I guess we're just going to ride this out until it, either does or doesn't explode. I don't know what's going on here. So I'm trying to get my wife to,
up.
hey, I need to go get a CAT scan, a head scan, something. I don't know. Last time she took me to the hospital and they tried to do all that, I waited until they left. I put my pants back on and I snuck out the closed part of the hospital where you couldn't even walk in. I pried the doors open. I was on the phone with my wife. I shit you guys not. Hey, pick me up at the side door over there. And I'm standing out there waiting for her like I just stole something. Like I'm sneaking out of the hospital. I'm like, hell no. I didn't have insurance. My dumb ass didn't think about the fact that I didn't sign paperwork. Like they gonna bill me. I'm trying to escape the hospital. Like they were talking about giving me a CAT scan and all this. I was like, nope. I already know what y'all done to me. Cost me a bunch of money. You ain't about to put me in no machine.
So to wrap this up, Dustin, are you gonna tell them what happened?
Oh, if they were on the live stream, that they remember. I had had a little got a little tied up down there, and if you're a man and that's never happened to you, I pray to God it never does, because I don't think there is a physical pain that could come upon your body that could top that. Absolutely, absolutely not. And I was sore for like a week after that. So, but anyway, see, yeah, like I said, guys, it's not something that's probably going to be, popping off in the next week or so. But
no, I'm excited now. I'm effing ready. I'm about to go edit the shit out of something.
We'll see.
I'm gonna go take a
where it
photo of my
goes.
foot.
We'll see where it goes. But just be on the lookout. Appreciate the folks who have reached out, make sure everything was okay. And
for all of you people who keep thinking Nick's being kicked out of Two Brothers Comics, you suck, Ryan. And who else has said it? Tyler. Who else?
I just appreciate the fact that everyone knows who the face that runs who the face of this brand is.
That they can
And
be the
it does
face.
not.
Who
It's
the hell's
not the
gonna
one
be?
with the shitty mustache.
Fuck you. I almost
Guys, I do want to let you guys know if you're looking to buy some cool comic books, Elite Comics 11 is doing a collector's.
those guys are shams.
No, they're
I'm
not.
saying that ironically, and
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and what's the word I'm looking for? Funny.
yeah.
Funny? No.
No, I love Ali and the guys over at Elite. But they decided to do a collectors. They're calling it Collectors Con, I think, where they are taking not their normal sellers that sell with them all the time, dealers and stuff like that. They're bringing in guys who collect comics and have stuff that they want to sell, and so it's going to be a lot of that going on starting Friday. I'm actually going to be on the kickoff show. And I've got some cool books that'll be up for sale then. And then I'll be
They
on
put
there
the
again
scrubs up
Sunday
there
running
first.
the camera for Undergraded Comics, Excelsior Comics, and Minor Key. So if you guys are hanging out on Instagram, don't have anything going on, I mean, I like to watch their shows just for the sheer fact that you will see shit that pops up on there that you're like, holy crap, I've never seen that before. It's the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. So it's just cool to sit and watch books pop up. I like that. I don't buy stuff very often, if ever. But I enjoy just looking at the comic books. So that's my thing on there for sure. But other than that, appreciate everybody who came out and watched tonight. Anybody watching
Yes.
the replay, and we're definitely looking forward to things to come. And hopefully we have figured out where we go from here.
It's only from the bottom. Or no.
That would have been a great time to hit the outro.
Bye, guys.